Recruitment always starts with selling the right opportunities to the right candidates. And the best candidates in the market are looking to do their own research about your organization to figure out whether it's going to be the right fit for them. Often that research process starts at the careers site. And that's why your careers site is so important as part of your overall recruitment process. The challenge is that oftentimes talent acquisition teams struggle to get the budget that they need to build the kind of careers site that's really going to communicate the right message to those candidates, or to get time from the marketing team to support them in building that out. I'm Pete. I'm part of a team here at Pinpoint where we build the software that helps in-house talent acquisition teams and people teams to attract, hire, and retain more of the right people. And today I want to show you how our careers site builder makes it easier than ever for you to get the career site that you need to attract the best candidates. So looking at this example here, this is a mock-up of a career site I've built for a fictional company called Hooli. You can see we've got text, we've got images, we can embed videos, and we can build this up to be kind of as complex or as simple as is needed to get the message across to the kinds of candidates you're looking to attract. We can have multiple pages, we can have different sections for different locations or departments and so on. If we dive into an example job description, this is what a job description looks like in Pinpoint. And again, you can incorporate video, you can incorporate images into these job descriptions so that even if candidates land straight into a job description, say from a link from a job board or something like that, they're still going to get a taste of what it really feels like to be part of your team. A couple of things to touch on these job descriptions. Firstly, we automatically surface this hiring process widget based on the workflow that you set up in the Pinpoint ATS. And this is obviously customizable on a job by job, location by location basis. Candidates can click through and then they can learn more about what the process is going to look like. And I've just recruited onto my own team here at Pinpoint. And 3 of my top 5 candidates called this out in the final interview stage and said that basically they wouldn't have applied for the role if this hadn't been surfaced on the job description. And so this is super valuable. Candidates care a lot about transparency. They want to know what the process is going to look like. And this is an easy way to communicate that with them. The second thing here is the hiring manager profile. And again, this is all about transparency. Candidates are going to figure out who the hiring manager is and they're going to do their own research. That hiring manager is going to affect their employment experience probably more than your overarching values and the culture of the business as a whole. And so what we can do here is actually try to own that narrative, but also help candidates really understand whether this is going to be a good fit manager for them. For context, we see about 6% of candidates that view job descriptions with these clicking through to see the hiring manager profile. But those candidates are 64% more likely to apply for the role as a result. Going back to the job description itself, the next stage is the application form. So candidates can click here to apply. These are single page application forms with no requirement to create an account. As soon as we do that, you'll lose about 50% of your candidates. There's one-click apply with LinkedIn. These forms are fully customizable. So you can have attachments uploaded. You can have these kind of pre-screening or knockout pass-fail questions. You can have date-based questions, long-form text questions. And then we have this optional diversity and inclusion questionnaire. This is, again, completely customizable. We work with people in, I think, 49 countries right now, and different countries have different requirements. It's optional for you to include on a job-by-job basis. It's optional for candidates to complete in most countries, and for some, this will be enforced. Candidates submit their application, and then they're entered into your ATS if you're using Pinpoint. A couple of other things to touch on in terms of this kind of pre-application candidate experience. We really encourage you to include this register your interest button. Hopefully over time, as your brand builds, there are candidates coming to your career site and there's not an opportunity maybe for them to apply for right now, but they'd like to express an interest in joining your team. So they can click here. And again, this application form is customizable and they can select the teams and locations they think they'd be a fit for, hit submit, and they will enter what we call your talent pipeline. And it's there that you can send them email, you can send them SMS, you can invite them to an interview, you can invite them to apply for specific roles, and generally keep in touch with those candidates that are a potential good fit for you at some point in the future. So that's really the kind of pre-application candidate experience from a career site perspective. When you onboard with Pinpoint, we will build the initial version of this career site for you. We will bring your styling and your branding in from your main marketing website so that everything looks and feels like your brand. We'll help you build out some of these content blocks and things that you're going to need to include. And then you're welcome to reach out to our customer success team at any point if there's changes and things that you want to be done. But equally, you're able to control most of this content from the Pinpoint ATS yourself. So every time you post a new job, you'll see that appear here. You'll be able to customize the job description. And then if there's any of these kind of like main career site pages that aren't related to specific jobs that you do want to update, we have this career site editor built right into the system. And it's super easy, so we can drag and drop things, we can move things around. We could go and add more images to that image gallery, for example, just by uploading them here and clicking save. This has been a sort of whistle-stop tour of our career site management and career site building functionality. Would love to chat if you have any questions at all. You can email us. The email is hello@pinpointhq.com, or check out our website, pinpointhq.com. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much for listening.